What could cause an explosion 1,000 times stronger than the atomic bomb, yet leave no crater behind? This is the mystery of Tunguska. Before we begin, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more hidden stories from history. It began as a quiet morning in the heart of Siberia, a place untouched by the modern world, where the only sounds were wind and wilderness. Villagers near the Tunguska River were just starting their day. No one knew that in minutes, the sky itself would turn against them. At exactly 7:17 a.m., a glowing fireball appeared above the horizon. It moved faster than any bird, brighter than the sun, a streak of blinding blue light cutting through the morning sky. Then, the heavens roared. An explosion so massive it could be heard hundreds of miles away tore through the air. The blast flattened over 80 million trees, ripping through the forest with unstoppable force. The ground shook. The sky burned. People were thrown from their homes. Windows shattered 60 kilometers away. Animals fled in terror as fire rained down from above. A massive pillar of smoke rose into the clouds, a dark, twisting column of ash and fire that towered miles high. When the echoes faded, silence took over. The forest was gone. The air smelled of sulfur and smoke. The world had changed in a single instant. The Tunguska region was so remote. It took nearly 20 years before any scientist could even reach the site. Rumors spread across Russia. Stories of divine punishment, meteors, and even the wrath of God. One witness said, "The sky split in two, and fire appeared high and wide above the forest." Another whispered, "It felt like the end of the world had come." That night, skies across Europe glowed so brightly. People claimed they could read newspapers at midnight. Years passed. Then, in 1927, a determined explorer named Leonid Kulik decided to uncover the truth. Kulik and his team journeyed deep into the Siberian wilderness, fighting swamps, insects, and freezing weather to reach the blast zone. What they found stunned them. Trees lay flattened in every direction, a perfect circle of destruction spreading for miles. At the center, Kulik expected to find a crater, but there was none. No rock, no meteorite, nothing at all. It was as if the sky itself had exploded. Kulik could only stare in disbelief. Later studies found traces of strange minerals and radiation, clues that something cosmic had passed through. The most accepted theory claims it was a meteoroid or comet, roughly 60 meters wide, that disintegrated before hitting the ground. It likely exploded about 10 kilometers above the Earth, releasing the energy of 15 million tons of TNT. That's nearly 1,000 times more powerful than the bomb dropped on Hiroshima. But not everyone agrees. Some scientists argue the evidence doesn't fit a simple meteor story. Others believe it was a fragile comet, an icy body that burned completely in the atmosphere, leaving no fragments behind. That could explain the massive shockwave. But the mystery only deepens. Then came the wild theories. Some said the explosion was caused by a piece of antimatter, or something not of this Earth. Others whispered it was an alien craft, a UFO that malfunctioned and self-destructed above Siberia. Mainstream science dismissed the idea, but for many, the lack of evidence only made the mystery grow. Modern satellite imagery shows the blast zone. Bears a haunting resemblance to nuclear test sites. Could the Tunguska event have been a warning? A cosmic reminder of how fragile Earth truly is? Today, scientists run simulations of what would happen if another Tunguska-sized object hit over a city instead of a forest. The results are terrifying. Millions could die in seconds. Entire cities could be erased. That's why NASA and other space agencies constantly track near-Earth asteroids, trying to prevent another Tunguska. Over 30,000 space rocks have already been identified. That could one day cross our planet's path. More than a century later, the Tunguska forest has healed. Greenery now covers the scars, but the land still whispers its story. Some of the old trees remain, their trunks twisted and burned, silent witnesses to the fire from the sky. Even today, scientists return to Tunguska, searching for traces of cosmic dust or fragments hidden deep underground. But no solid pieces have ever been found. No metal, no stone, nothing. Leonid Kulik never solved the mystery. He died during World War II, still wondering what truly happened in that forest. The Tunguska explosion remains the largest impact event in recorded human history. Every day, Small meteors burn harmlessly in our skies, but larger ones still wander the void, unseen and unpredictable. Sometimes they pass terrifyingly close, just a few thousand kilometers from our planet, and often we don't even notice until they're gone. But what if the next one doesn't miss? What if another Tunguska strikes, not in the wilderness, but above a city? Back in 1908, humanity was lucky. The Siberian wilderness took the hit for us. Since then, Earth has had many close calls, each one a silent warning from the universe. The question is no longer if it will happen again, but when. The Tunguska Event reminds us. In 1 second, everything we know can change forever. So, what really happened that morning in 1908? A meteor, a comet, or something far more mysterious? Tell us what you believe in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories that history tried to forget.